ready, and then I'll help you out.
Eli, while I start with my words, you want to go over and see if they have the lineup ready for... Oh. Never mind.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
It's not live on... Oh, here it is.
Takes 2 minutes. It's always, 30 seconds away.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
There's no voice. You'll see the voice on the screen. You'll see the meters up and down. Umpire just got it. Let's look at the AD Elmo Park, right? Look at the AD Elmo Park.
Now we should be good to go. Just let me write down their
Okay,
lineup.
you're good, Jack.
Thank you. Yeah.
Coach.
Oh, can I start speaking?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. From Sheridan Memorial Field in Rutherford, New Jersey, the St. Mary Gales play the Lyndhurst Golden Bears. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in Rutherford.
Winter's been here for a while.
Here today on May the 9th. And a pleasant good evening, pleasant good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Rutherford. Jack Rizzo alongside Elijah Weintraub as we get set for this matchup between the Gales and the Golden Bears. Gales played yesterday. Gales lost yesterday to Cranford, the top-ranked team in the state, as some sources put it to me. Cranford won. Gales lost 3-1 and dropped to 12-6. Cranford up to 17-0 on the year.
18-0 now.
18-0. You heard it from Eli. So the Gales looking to bounce back today against Lyndhurst, who ranks 3rd in the national division right now, behind St. Mary's and Rutherford. You see Coach Nigel out there talking to one of the umpires. That was the delay that we had. The umpires took a little bit to show up. Unfortunately, they're here, so we have a game today. Lineup for the Gales. Tyler Giordano lead off as always. He's once again at short. Kyle Watson catching once again. Blaze Conti moves over to first after playing third the last few games. Josh Moreno hitting cleanup out in right field. Jason Rosado second, net hitting fifth. Jacob Herrera out in left field batting sixth. Brad Higgins inserted into the lineup today, batting seventh at third. Matt DeGennaro is DHing today, and then Jose Victorio into the lineup in center field. He's hitting ninth as David Anderson takes the mound today for the Gales. Last time we saw David start in person, had a complete game performance against Pompton Lakes. Interviewed after the game, said he felt really good about his performance. We'll see. Let's hope that he could replicate the same today, as we're just about to get started here. And the lineup for the visiting Lyndhurst Golden Bears.
Got extra one here. This is use that one for Lyndhurst or St. Mary's.
Sean Bellinger leads off at short. Ronald Tredo at right field batting second. Michael Rizzo at third third base batting third. Billy Mineski batting cleanup. He's at first. Xavier Mealis is batting sixth. I forgot fifth. Anthony Pizzuti, who is pitching. Sixth, Xavier Mealis, who's DHing. And then Isaiah Alvarado is in the game just for defense in center field. Jack Nowinski batting seventh. He's at second. Brian Cantor, the catcher, batting eighth. And Greg Frangipane batting ninth in left field. And so I'm going to get down the lineup real quick. We're just about ready to get started here. I don't need this. No. I'm going to do it right here.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I put the roster back on the front so I know who their players are.
There you go.
Yeah, I got to write the lineup down. Yep.
St. Mary's came close yesterday after the 3-1 loss to Cranford. They had a lot of scoring chances and opportunities, but couldn't follow right through. Close game there. JV also lost that game as well. They were at Cranford as well during that game. And we'll have more for the start of the game when Lyndhurst is up at bat in just a few minutes. sending 7 guys through Sacramento.
Hmm?
We got 7 guys through Sacramento.
Oh,
Take these guys for ice cream before practice. They didn't even win yet. No. We're 71. So what? Spoil it. You guys should go after a win, Dairy Queen. Gotta be out there
all right.
grinding.
We are about to get started here as David Anderson takes the mound for the Gales, opposed by Anthony Pizzuti, the junior from Lyndhurst. We are just about ready to get started here. David throwing out his warm-up pitches. Kyle Watson is doing the catching today for the Gales. Yeah, we mentioned the Gales lost their last game to Cranford. They also lost on Sunday in the what is it called? Johnny Briggs
Johnny Briggs
Classic
Classic.
at William Patterson to Stony Brook. Now, game does not really count for anything against them. So again, this is a regular season game. Gales looking to improve to 13-6. Tomorrow they play Dwight Englewood in the start of county tournaments. Of course, the Gales played Dwight Englewood last week. The game that where Tyler Giordano had the leadoff home run. So, and if the Gales win that game, they'll play at St. Joe's Montvale on Saturday, and then Friday they'll be back here for again a regular season game versus the Caucus. So another very busy week for the Gales. Again, the Gales sat at 6-5 at one point, went on a 6-game winning streak. Lost yesterday to Cranford. Again, we mentioned one of the best teams in the state. So again, the Gales looking for that bounce back win today. As Coach Nigel, we continue through Coach Nigel's first year here at SM. Eli will bring you some stat from information for both teams as we have apparently a bit of a delay. So we'll let Eli share some information with y'all at home.
Thanks, Jack. St. Mary's and Lyndhurst are both in the National Division. St. Mary's in first place, 12-6, followed by Rutherford with the same record as St. Mary's. Lyndhurst ranks third. They're 8-8. They're under head coach Patrick Ottery. Their last game was May 3rd and was a victory over Secaucus 2-0. St. Mary's is 12-6. As we mentioned yesterday, they lost to the 18-0 now Cranford with a final score of 3-1. Blaise Conti and Xavier Arana pitched in that game, and it was a very close one and could have been an easy victory for both sides. Note Sunday's Johnny Briggs Classic did not count at all towards the regular standings, the tournaments, or playoffs. So that really benefited from the Gales after their 10-3 loss at that game. Meanwhile, the Gales and Lyndhurst did play each other this year, and they won that game 6-4. Last year, St. Mary's beat Lyndhurst 7-3 and only played them once last year. We'll have more schedule updates and more information as the game goes on. Here's Jack for the call.
David Anderson takes the mound, facing Sean Bellinger leading off, and his first pitch of the game is in the dirt for ball one, and we are underway here at Sheridan. David's last start versus Pompton Lakes a couple weeks back pitched a complete game shutout. Or no, not a shutout. Gave up 3 runs. All 3 came in the last inning, the 7th inning. Had gotten 6 in the third, but could not quite finish the job. And we're hoping for that similar success. And there's a fastball for a strike, and it's 1-1. Kyle Watson once again doing the catching. Been very busy back there. Had a great game on Sunday in the Johnny Briggs Classic. Gunned down a runner at second, made a couple nice stops. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. So David working that fastball to begin this game. So Anderson quickly ahead on Bellinger 1-2. And he takes down and away, ball 2. Bellinger, sophomore, 6 feet tall. Posed by the senior, David Anderson. And that's just outside, and it's a full count. David wanted that call, but did not get it. Again, Gales looking to bounce back after their loss yesterday to Cranford. They had won 6 straight regular season games before that. So a full count, and he grounds 1 foul. Again, we mentioned the position changes today for the Gales. Brad Higgins is over at third today as Blaise Conti moves over to first. Jose Victorio is in center field. Jacob Herrera is in left. Couple of Xavier Rana, usually the center fielder, not in the lineup today. Jesus Bautista, usually, again, plays a couple different positions in the infield. He is not in the lineup today. Other than that, pretty much the same for the Gales. So once again, the 3-2 to Bellinger. And he grounds one to the right side. Rosado to his left. and makes the play high throw, and Conti gets it down for the first out. So Rosado making a high throw, but Conti with his with his frame was able to pull it down, and that's the first out here in the first. Of course, Jason Rosado started his this year at shortstop. Ever since Tyler Giordano has become accustomed to playing short, he's played second. Jason's been even better over there at second. He's been absolutely phenomenal. He's been busy too, made a lot of plays. And that's grounded foul by Ronald Tredo, and it's nothing in one. David's last appearance came on Friday on the road against North Arlington. Pitched 3 1/3 scoreless out of the bullpen. Gave up just 2 runs, and the Gales 3 1/3 inning, gave up 2 runs, and the Gales won that game 12-6. And that's a ball, 1-1. Again, the Gales begin counties tomorrow. They'll play Dwight Englewood, and if they win that game, they'll advance Saturday to play St. Joe's. Not sure yet if those games count against the regular season schedule. They do, and that's in the dirt, 2-1.
Alyssa, pick some exit velocities on the hits. You can figure it out. Exit velocities. All right. Whip. Okay.
And that's popped up a mile high. Out goes Rosado, comes Victorio. He's under it, and Jose makes the grab for the second out. So a good pitch by Anderson as he gets Treader to pop out, and he's got 2 outs now here in the first. So now 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring up my counterpart, Michael Rizzo, who's playing third today.
Yeah, great job by Anderson so far this game. He's did a great job, and everybody's been on point compared to the early rough start in Stony Brook Classic.
And that's in there for a strike, nothing in one. Good frame job there by Watson. We've seen Kyle play some first this year, but over these last couple of weeks, he's pretty much stayed a catcher and catcher only. And that's a ball, 1-1. Another good frame job there by Watson, but didn't get the call that time. And that's in the dirt, 2-1. Getting a beautiful day here in Rutherford. And Rizzo fouls one back, and that'll come over right in front of us. Almost got hit a couple times on Sunday in the Johnny Briggs Classic. Fortunately, we avoided getting hit physically. A couple close ones though. It's hard to get hit here by
You got it. You got it. Yeah.
So now 2-2, and he struck him out. Just blew him that fast right by him, and that retires side. So a 1-2-3 opening inning for David Anderson. We'll be back for the bottom of the first. No score. Back for the bottom of the first here at Sheridan Memorial. Tyler Giordano leads off for the Gales. Ty was just named Conference Player of the Week. I talked to Ty earlier this week. Told me about his early season struggles. It seems like ever since he's become the everyday shortstop, he has just really been able to settle in offensively and just play absolutely fantastic. As there's a strike, 0-1. Ty now leads the Gales in runs scored after Blaze Conti led for most of the year. He has a very high on base percentage. He hits one right back up the middle, and that'll go through for a base hit. And Ty continues his hot hitting, and he'll take a wide turn at first and hold there. So now a potential base stealer on for the Gales for the catcher, Kyle Watson. So Gales get the lead off runner in Giordano. And Watt fouls one back, 0-1. I forgot to mention that Anthony Pizzuti is the pitcher for the Golden Bears today. Pizzuti stands a very intimidating 6'3" junior. Also can be an infielder at times. And a pickoff try, and Ty gets back safely. Very good showing today here from the Lyndhurst crowd. Gales also have a nice show of support today. And another pickoff try, and Ty gets back safely. Gales trying to improve to 13-6 on the year. By the way, in case you don't know, Eli has just gone to do something real quick. He'll be back shortly. And Kyle fouls one back, and it's quickly 0-2. So Giordano at first with nobody out. Again, potential base stealer. One of Ty's specialties when he gets, again, that's why he's at the top of the lineup. With his high on base percentage, he's able to get on base a lot, steal the bases, and just set the table for the rest of the offense. So 0-2 to Watson, and there goes Giordano. It's in there, strike. They call the throw to second is in time, and Giordano is out at second. A strike him out, throw him out, double play, and just like that, there are 2 out, nobody on. So Watson took a called strike 3. Giordano was breaking for second, but the catcher, Cantor, made a perfect throw, and there's now 2 out, nobody on for Blaze Conti. So first strikeout for Pizzuti. So now 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring up number 55, Blaze Conti.
So it's 2 outs?
Yeah, Blaze up for on NJ.com is one of the best sophomore position players in the entire state.
Did you mention about Giordano?
I did, yes. And Blaze golfs one foul. And that's way outside, 1-1. Gales have definitely shown a lot of patience this year at the plate.
Yes, they showed a lot of patience and a lot of greatness on the offense and the defense. So they've done a great job throughout anywhere you could say. And I think, like we mentioned before, Jack, it all started with that Florida trip. It really helped that team a lot, big time.
Yep. So now it's 1-2 on Blaze Conti. Blaze playing first today. Mainly his position last year. He's played mostly third this year, but playing first. And he chops one to short. And the play will be made by Bellinger, and it's in time to get Conti, and that retires the side. So after getting the leadoff runner on, a strike him out, throwing out double play, and a ground ball to short gets Pizzuti through the inning. We'll be back for the top of the second. I can start.
Welcome.
Back. Oh.
I'll start. Welcome back. As Jack mentioned previously, Tyler Giordano, Blaze Conti, both won awards this week for Best Chosen Player. So congrats to both of them. And best luck in the rest of the season to all of them. And Jack, you'll continue from here. I'll bring more sets throughout the way.
David Anderson back to the mound for the Gales. Had a 1-2-3 first, and he fires a first pitch strike for 0-1. And that's in the dirt, ball 1. Billy Moreski leads off here in the top of the second. The first baseman for Lyndhurst in this game. And that's low, ball 2, so 2-1 count. Again, a great showing here today from the Lyndhurst crowd.
There's
Gales.
also JV for, not JV, what's it called? Little League action. There's supposed to be Little League action there. They all went to Dairy Queen, and now they're just hanging out before the start of today's game.
Yep.
Just to let you know.
That's
why
foul
the
back,
Lyndhurst
and it's
crowd is a
2-2.
little more busier than usual for St. Mary's because it's another cold day in the park.
So David Anderson is on the mound for the Gales. Talked to one source today before the game, and the source told me that that if David has to get pulled from the game, then Joey Chavasta, we could see some Joey Chavasta, Isaac Young action out of the bullpen, but we'll just have to see.
Or none of the above.
Yeah, David did pitch a complete game last time he actually started, and that's outside. It's a full count. David wanted that pitch. Again, we mentioned David had a fantastic outing out of the bullpen on Friday against North Arlington. 3 1/3 innings, gave up just 2 runs, helped preserve the lead for the Gales, and they went on to win that game 12-6. And that's grounded to the right side. Rosado bobbles it, and he'll have no play. So it'll be an error on the second baseman, Rosado, and the Golden Bears get the leadoff base runner with nobody out. So it'll be
It's a simple mistake, but it's
Mineski.
early in this game. Still time to bounce back.
And a pickoff try by Anderson, close play, and did not get him. Well, David's got a great pickoff move. We saw him use that on Friday to get a runner from North Arlington. And another pickoff try, and
Not in time.
that one was a little
Off too.
Yep. As David now faces his counterpart, Anthony Pizzuti, starting pitcher. Faced the man in the top of the first, and he takes a ball 0-1, or 1-0, excuse me. Again, Blaze Conti playing first after, again, third has been his main home through the year. Brad Higgins is in the lineup for the Gales today. So Moreski at first with nobody out, and that's grounded foul, 1-1. Once again, there is a great showing here from Lyndhurst crowd. Of course, Lyndhurst, pretty much right down the street from here, but it's cool to see their fans here. And a pickoff try, and that was a little closer, and Moreski gets back safely.
Yeah, and just to let you know that the St. Mary's JV team is away under head coach David Alessandro. They're at Lyndhurst today. Yesterday, they were both teams for St. Mary's Cranford, and tomorrow will be only varsity for the county game when St. Mary's retakes on Dwight Englewood, but this time it's a who goes on, who's out, and who has to just wait till next week for the regular season to continue.
As Pizzuti tried to square up a bunt there, but laid off. I was listening to Eli speaking, so I think we lost. I think it's 2-1. I'm pretty sure the count's 2-1. You've got a runner at first in Moreski, and another bunt try, and this one gets it down, but it's a foul ball, and it's 2-2. So now with 2 strikes, I would not expect to see Pizzuti bunt here, because of course he bunt a ball foul. It's strike 3. Again, David working from the stretch for the first time today. And a snap throw, and they got him! David Anderson has done it again, the second time that he has picked off a base runner this season.
So this is it. Giordano, incredible at bat. Because he's always either getting base hits or he's getting a home run. And then you got David Anderson stealing the show, giving the first out of the inning.
Yep. So it'll go down as a caught stealing. And that's
Wow.
looped into center. Victorio's there and makes the grab for the second out.
Wow, incredible job by St. Mary's. They've done everything absolutely perfectly, and timing has been incredible, and they've been on point. They're not off key, and they're just trying to get their bounce back win after yesterday's loss to Cranford,
Yeah, I want to talk about
which
David's
was very close though.
David's pickoff move. That's a move that I feel like he's just like used a lot in his. I didn't see it a lot in that start against Pomp Lakes, but these last two appearances, at North Arlington Friday and today now versus Lyndhurst, we've seen him use it a lot. Pickoff move is really underrated to me. A lot of pitchers in Major League Baseball, again, some of them are very bad at picking off, but you have the occasional few who work very hard and they end up perfecting it, and it's a really underrated move to use. And I'm happy to see David working, doing really good. So now 2 out, nobody on. So there's now been a caught stealing in each of the last 2 innings, and that's high, 2-1. David's fallen behind in the count a couple times today, but he has still faced the minimum through 2, even though he's given up 1 base hit. Or no, it was an error. I'm sorry, an error on Rosado. And did that hit him? It did not.
I think it might be a full count.
I'm not sure. I think it's 3-1. And Kyle Watson will come out for a quick visit with David. Kyle he loves to come out for these visits. I think it's a good thing. I don't think they're limited to the amount of visits that that they can have, but it's good to see these catchers just trying to get out and see like what the pitcher's thinking. I think I think that's a good visit there from Kyle.
And regarding the power rankings for St. Mary's still ranks number 1 in the power rankings, but is closely behind the other. I believe it's Gil St. Bernard. We'll double check on that.
And
St. Thomas Aquinas with a 12-4 record, a .750%, and a 347 on power points.
Well, just to mention how good the Scales team is, their 6 losses have been to Don Bosco, St. Joe's Montvale, DePaul, Milburn, Rutherford, and Cranford. 6 powerhouses in the state of New Jersey, and that misses ball 4. So Anderson issues a 2-out walk. As Xavier Mealy.
It's early, but the time will come eventually. That's right.
You're good. So Mealy takes the 2-out walk, and then I'll bring up number 7 hitter Jack Nowinski. Second baseman, not to be confused with the young star of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Jack Suwinski. And
that is low for ball.
Yep. And another David again, trying to get the runner leading off first, but couldn't, as Mealy's nearly got picked off there.
And for those of you just joining us, I'm Elijah Weintraub alongside Jack Rizzo. This is St. Mary's versus Lyndhurst baseball. It's an exciting game today. Gales come off of a loss to Cranford yesterday. Lyndhurst trying to stay on top and get their win. JV baseball is playing away today. And Gales are preparing for their big county game tomorrow versus Dwight Englewood, who they, again, played already before. And it's a ground ball
a fair ball down the left field line, cut off by Herrera, and that'll force Mealy to stop at second, but it's a base hit for Jack Nowinski. It's the first hit of the game for Lyndhurst, and Lyndhurst gets 2 runners on with 2 outs for their catcher Brian Cantor, who threw out Tyler Giordano trying to steal there in the bottom of the first. So after 2 out, nobody on, a walk and a 2-out single has put a runner in scoring position for Lyndhurst. Of course, the Gales won the first meeting early in the season at Lyndhurst. Lyndhurst trying to even up the season series. And that's a ground ball to short in front of his Giordano, and he'll make the easy step on second to retire the side. So David Anderson works around a couple of 2-out base runners. Scoreless going to the bottom of the second. Back for the bottom of the second. Scoreless here. And Rutherford get 0-0. David Anderson's thrown 2 scoreless. Posed by Anthony Pizzuti. Faced the minimum in the bottom of the first. Josh Moreno, the cleanup batter, will lead off here on the top of the second against Pizzuti. Josh on Sunday in the Johnny Breaks Classic against Stony Brook, drove in 2 of the Gales 3 runs on an opposite field double, and he golfs one into right field, and that's gonna be hang up and will be caught for the first out by the right fielder Tretto. So Ron Tretto makes the grab for the first out. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Jason Rosado.
Here are your team leaders for Lyndhurst according to NJ.com, the Lyndhurst Bears rather. In batting and hits, number 7, Sean Belanger with 15 hits. Anthony Pizzuti, number 2, with 12 runs, 2 home runs, and 38 strikeouts, which is pretty incredible in the leader zone. And Michael Rizzo with 11 RBIs. We'll have upcoming schedule and more information as the game goes on, as we enter an 0-2 count.
Jason Rosado quickly falls behind 0-2. Gale, second baseman, made an error in the bottom of the first, or top of the second, I mean. Way outside, 1-2. Coach offering some words of encouragement to Jason Rosado, and the pitcher will disengage. One-two to Jason Rosado, and he struck him out with a sinker. Second strikeout for Pizzuto for the second out. Second strikeout for Pizzuto. Now 2 out, nobody on. For the left fielder, number 0, Jacob Herrera. And Jake takes one in the dirt, ball 1. Pizzuto has faced the minimum so far in this game. Pizzuti. And Jake fouls one back, 1-1. And a beauty of a curveball there from Pizzuti, and it's 1-2. Brad Higgins on deck. 1-2 to Jacob Herrera. And a tie, 2-2. And that's foul back, still 2-2. And it's in the dirt, ball 3.
At a full count here, Herrera is going to try to get on base with 2 outs. Trying to be careful. Riley Higgins is on deck, and that is a ground ball up the middle for a base hit, and he'll head over to first. So that will bring him to first, and that will bring up now number 31, Bradley Higgins, who pitched on Sunday during the 10-3 loss to Stony Brook. That was before Blaze Conti and Jacob Herrera rather took over, as there was a pickoff try to first, and it is no good. We're scoreless here with a run on first now. No count yet. 2 outs to pitch. It'll be a ground ball foul. As we mentioned, this is for the Gales. They're trying to win the series over the Lyndhurst as they won the previous matchup 6-4 when the Gales were at Lyndhurst. Today JV is at Lyndhurst. JV did lose to Lyndhurst. And there's another pickoff try, safe again at first. So JV lost one to Lyndhurst. Gale and the varsity did win one. St. Mary varsity did beat Lyndhurst. And there's a ground ball up the middle to the second. It's a shortstop and thrown to second for out, and that will retire the inning. Scoreless, heading to the top of the third. And then that's linked to all the. You'll see the channel at the bottom if you go to watch any St. Mary's games there.
Yeah, I just heard about this. Friends on the hill out there were telling me about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I live across the street. I went to St. Mary's. I played baseball here back like mid-90s.
Welcome back, top of the third here. 1-0, scoreless here with a 1-0 count. And now we have a 1-1. All right, well, count there. I'm Elijah Wentrup, Jack Rizzo. We'll be back in a moment. 2-0, excuse me, is the count. Here's the pitch again from Anderson. And it will be a strike for a 2-1. Of course, I have a schedule update for you at the bottom of the third inning. I'll provide that to you all. Of course, as you remember from the top of the broadcast, St. Mary still leads in the power rankings as there's another ball for a 3-1 count. Jack will be back in a moment. Here's a pitch again from Anderson. Upstairs for I think it's now full. This count should be full by now.
Sorry about that, my friends. I am back after the just had to go do something real quick. And that's foul.
And there's a foul ball for a still full count.
It's a full count?
Yep.
All right. This is what's this guy's name? Greg Frangipane, the left fielder, number 15, batting ninth. So full count now to Frangipane. Swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. And Watts will throw it down to complete the play. So Anderson has his second strikeout. One out here in the third.
A great job by St. Mary's. Of course, they've been doing it all key. And as I mentioned just seconds ago, we'll have a full schedule update at the bottom of the third. We'll tell you more about the counties, what to know about previous Stony Brook game, and more. So stay tuned for that. That is coming up in just a few minutes from now as we get our first out of the inning. And more to come here.
And
there's
that's
a
ripped down the
pop-up.
left field line.
Looks
That
fair.
Steven's going to go foul. Well, Bellinger gave that one a Sean Bellinger gave that one a ride, but again, when foul, Jacob Herrera goes under treatment. What did Brad do to end the second?
Grounder to second.
All right,
Or shortstop.
shortstop. Okay. Thank you, Eli, for that. Just getting my score sheet done. Sean Bellinger, Jr., grounded out to second his first time up. And takes one outside to 1-1. And great showing today here from Lyndhurst. Gills as well. Fans in the outfield. Of course, JV playing at Lyndhurst today. Lost yesterday to Cranford, and that was a beauty of a curveball from Anderson, but didn't get the call, and it's 2-1. Yeah. The count on the thing is a little messed up. So again, there's one out here in the third. And there's a ground ball to short. Giordano in to field it. And Ty makes the throw for the second out. Nice play by Giordano to get Bellinger for the second out. So he is grounded out for the second time. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Ron Tretto. So made a nice grab in the second.
As Jack mentioned, great job by St. Mary's all throughout the game on the outfield positions parts. And we are not at center field today. That is because Bobby, who usually runs the camera, is off for the next 2 days doing some work. So in the meantime,
there's a ground ball to third. Higgins can't handle it, and it's gonna be a base hit. So Brad Higgins inserted into the lineup today at third, couldn't grab that one. So Tretto is on. I'm gonna score that an error on Higgins. So
I would have ruled it an error.
It's gonna be an E5. So that's the second error committed by the Gills in this game. Jason Rosado committed the first. So a two-out base runner for Lyndhurst.
Just to finish up my sentence from before, we're not
Michael
at center field
Rizzo.
today, our usual normal position. That is because Bobby's not here, just me and Jack today. We're having the call, we're working the camera, we're doing everything. So for these next two games, at least, there's another pickoff try to first that is often no good.
David sure does love that pickoff move.
So yeah, so now we're gonna be at home field for the next 2 days, and hopefully, weather permitting, we'll be back there for Friday's University Caucus. Jack?
Pickoff try again and doesn't get him. See Matt DeGennaro to the left warming up. He is DHing today, so he can do that. Jacob Harris taking his spot in left. Jose Victorio is in center. Xavier Arana not in the lineup today. And that's grounded to the right side, and it goes through for a base hit. Trying for and holding up at second is Tretto. So it's a base hit for Michael Rizzo, my counterpart, and the Golden Bears get two runners on with 2 outs. So Anderson, the exact same scenario he was in the top of the second, was able to get through it. But he's got to get through their cleanup hitter, Bill Moreski.
Runners are first and second, 2 outs.
Billy Moreski, the senior, 6'2", 215. And David will step off the mound. Didn't like something, and will step off. So again, same scenario that David was in the top of the second, was able to get through it. Try to get through it again. And that's a ball, 1-0. David tried it with the curveball there, didn't get the call. After the game?
Well, if they win. How do you like that? Or unless you want somebody else?
It's good, but we'll just have to see.
Well, I'll do that, of course.
Yeah. Gills have been set down the minimum through the first two. And that's line into center. Victorio coming on. He won't get there for a base hit. And the runner will be waved around third, and he will score. An RBI single for Bill Moreski, and Lyndhurst takes the early lead. It's 1-0 Golden Bears.
Easy takeaway, not enough effort. It's all right, though. It's still early in this game. You got 2 outs. Yeah, it's 1-0, but the Gills are known for their bounce-back comebacks. It's only 1-0. 2 outs, runners at the corners. They'll get it in no time.
Yep. Well, they gotta. Well, they faced the minimum's been faced. But we'll just have to see. Well, now still runners on the corners though, and now the pitcher, Anthony Pizzuti, is up. Pizzuti flied out to center his first time up. So it was a fly ball to right center. Victoria did all he could, but couldn't get to it. And now that goes to the backstop, and nice grab there by Watson. Get it. Lyndhurst bench making a lot of noise here today. And now Tyler Giordano is going to come in for a visit here with David Anderson. This is something I find very interesting when you see the shortstop come out for a visit with the pitcher. Francisco Lindor of the Mets tends to do this as well, but, you know, it's something that definitely very askew, I would say. Ty shouting out some words of encouragement to David. Runner leading off first, maybe trying to get David to balk. We saw Brad Higgins balk on Sunday's game, and there's a beauty of a curveball, 1-1.
Jack, we only did Anderson Giordano only once, right?
That's high, 2-1.
They like know a lot.
Lyndhurst a very loud bunch over there. It's working for them though. They have a 1-0 lead. And that's hit out to left center field. Back in the gap goes Herrera. He'll get there and makes the grab to retire the side. So David Anderson gives up a run in the top of the third. 1-0 Golden Bears going to the bottom of the third. Back for the bottom of the third. Golden Bears lead this game 1-0. As we get as Matt DeGennaro, the king of the infield hits, leads off here in the bottom of the third. Gale's looking to get a rally going as very quiet first two innings, and DeGennaro takes a strike, 0-1. This umpire is a very enthusiastic strike call. 8, 9, and 1 for St. Mary's here in the bottom third. DeGennaro, Victorio, and Giordano. That's high, 1-1. So David Anderson has given up a run so far in his 2 innings. And DeGennaro grounds one down to third. It'll be handled by Rizzo, and he makes the play for the first out. So Mike Rizzo making a nice play there as DeGennaro grounds out for the first out. And that'll bring up Jose Victorio, the number 9 hitter. Ho- Jose had a brilliant pitcher performance last Wednesday versus Harrison. Pitched 3 scoreless out of the bullpen. That ended up being a shutout win for the Gale. Nope, ended up 15-2, as he gave up 2. I should have said he gave up 2 runs, but pitched 3 innings. Ended up finishing out the game. Again, very quiet so far from the Gales' offense. There's a curveball, 1-2. Beautiful pitch there by Pizzuti. I'm sorry.
Sorry Sorry about the camera issues, folks. We're just trying to update it to get it to the correct performance and standard. And as I promised earlier, we'll read off the schedule. Another important information that you might need to know, or want to know rather. Of course, tomorrow the Gales take on Dwight Englewood at 4 p.m. for the county tournament, as there's a foul ball there. If the Gales win, they'll play Saturday again for the county tournament versus St. Joseph's Regional in Ramsey. That'll be around 1. We don't know the time for that game yet if the Gales win. If not, they're out of the tournament. So it's either a win or die situation tomorrow, or do or die, as they say. And there's another ball there.
Victoria
Friday,
takes the ball.
they're home versus Sea Caucus. Meanwhile, for the Lyndhurst, the counties begin tomorrow. They're at Bergenfield tomorrow for Lyndhurst, part of the county tournament. Meanwhile, the regular season will continue for them on Friday, where they have Livingston 4 p.m. And then Saturday, Hasbrook Heights, the Aviators at 7 p.m. No update yet on when they'll play the second round tournament if they do continue on.
As
they sure
Victoria strikes out for the second out. Third strikeout for Pizzuti. Yep. And that'll bring up the leadoff guy, Tyler Giordano. Of course, Ty won the Conference Player of the Week this past week. And that's inside, ball 1.
He's Ty the leadoff guy for a reason.
Sure is. And he acknowledges it. That's in the dirt, ball 2. Well, Ty, again. Well, and that's grounded, foul, 2-1. Well, we mentioned Ty the leadoff guy. What about Ty the great eye, because of how good of an eye he has at the plate?
I would say that for Anderson because of his pickoff attempts that have been
No.
successful.
I means like at the plate, like hitting. Yeah.
I like Ty the leadoff guy better.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, and a quick shout, of course, as always, to our left field bleacher crew.
Yes, the left field loungers.
Yes. Thank you for watching from a different perspective.
And that's
There's
taken
a
the other
pop-up
way.
there.
Another base hit for Giordano. So Ty is 2 for 2. He is just red hot right now.
And that is the St. Peter's
St. Peter's commit. Yep.
commit.
And our
actually
senior
they made the right
captain.
choice.
Senior captain.
Senior captain as well. It's going to be sad next week during senior night, their last home game, to see. This is his last home game before the playoffs.
Yep.
It's really that sad.
Kyle Watson, the
Shout
catcher.
out to the guy in the middle bleachers.
Well, it's not just
We're shouting out
Ty.
everybody today.
There's a ton of seniors on this team that are going to be leaving after this year. As Watson pops one up, the shortstop Bellinger has a play and makes the grab to retire the side. So 2-out runner stranded for the Gales. Still scoreless going to the top of the 4th. good. Top of the fourth here. Gales versus Golden Bears. David Anderson back to the mound for the Gales. He's given up 1 run so far in his 3 innings. Hasn't had any run support, though. Gales have a hit in each of the 3 innings, but they have not been able to bring in any runs. Tyler Giordano has 2 of those 3 hits. Coach Nigel trying to offer some words of advice to the Gales. We saw Joey Chavasta doing some stretches and some warm-ups to our and that's over the mound, charged by Giordano, and Ty makes a brilliant play for the first out. Well, Ty seems to be getting really comfortable there at shortstop, and he has played excellent defense over there, and that's a great way for the first out. So 6-3 on the put out. Mealy's is set down for the first out. That'll bring up Jack Nowinski. Second. Again, not to be confused with the young star of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Jack Suwinski. And there's a strike. 0-1. How about that curveball? 0-2. That was a beauty from David. And the curveball low, 1-2. Strike 3 called. Gets him looking with a fastball. David has his 3rd strikeout for the second out.
That'll bring up now number 11, Cantor. And that's a strike there. Brian Cantor, number 11, who's up at now, as the wind does pick up here in Sheridan Field. Another strike for an 0-2. Sorry for the camera movements, just me and Jack today. Another foul ball there for still an 0-2 count. Score rings up at 1-1 on the scoreboard. Here's the pitch from Anderson. And there is a ball outside for a 2-2 count. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Now the scoreboard shows correctly. 1-0 Lyndhurst. No one on base yet with 2 outs, 1-2 count. Waiting for the Gales to return back on base to the bottom of the 4th. As there is another ball there for a full 2-2, I believe, if not full. 2-2 should be. Top of the 4th here, 1-0 is your score. Here's the pitch now from Anderson with a full count. Registers as a full count on the scoreboard. Anderson throws one foul. No trying to throw him off at first. Still full count. We did see, if Jack has not mentioned already, Jacob Herrera is now at 3rd base, replacing Bradley Higgins. Bradley Higgins was once at 3rd. Now there is a change there. Rosado remains and Giordano remains in Blaze stays. And it looks like X is at center. We'll confirm all that in just a minute. In the meanwhile, he strikes him out for the 3rd out to retire the side of the inning. It is 1-0 Lyndhurst, heading to the bottom of the 4th next. Welcome back. 1-0. Lyndhurst has the lead right now, 1-0. As number 55, Blaze Conti heads up bat. Number 11, I believe, Jason was. John Marino's on deck now. There's a pop-up high-fly ball to center, and will be done and caught for the out. And that'll bring the first out of the game. That'll bring up now number 11. I believe that is Marino. Marino at bat now here. In the dirt for ball one. Pitching is Pizzotti, Anthony Pizzotti, number 2 for Lyndhurst. No bullpen action yet for both St. Mary's nor Lyndhurst as we enter the 4th here. Here's a pitch again, and it's a strike, 1-1. George Avasta has his mitt on, and there is a pop-up foul that is going into the stands, and we heard her boink, so it must have went into the houses. So there's a foul ball there. Still a 1-2 count now, and Joey Chavasta is going to be their backup pitcher as he heads to the bullpen with Dominic Mayo. So Jack, in case you missed it, we have one out, and Joey Chavasta is heading to the bullpen.
Yep, that's what I figured when I saw him stretching. We'll see if Joey comes in or not. So it looks like we have one out here in the 4th. Gale's been very, very quiet offensively. This game moving right along. There's a curveball. What's the count?
It's a 2-2.
So 2-2 now to Josh Marino.
Might be 4, I don't even know, to be completely honest. Run into the houses.
And Josh pops one up on the left side. Out goes the left fielder, comes in and makes the grab for the second out. So Frangipane makes the grab for the second out as Marino flies out. So 2 out, nobody on. That'll bring up Jason Rosado, the second baseman. All right. Jason Rosado takes curveball for a strike. Jason's been struggling lately.
Run into the house.
And he hits one a mile high down the left field line, and that will go foul. So it's quickly 0-2
went
now
into
to
the bullpen.
Jason Rosado. Yeah, I guess it did.
Looks to be all right.
Yep, hopefully it didn't hit anybody over there.
Looks to be okay, I guess.
Yep. And this game moving right along as it's 1-0 Lyndhurst.
A lot of
It's
very
only
fast-paced games so far, and compared to our usual games that we've done.
Rosado
And
fouls
there's
that one
another
off.
Pop-up.
That'll
It's
go
gonna
into the
foul again.
that'll go into the houses. Yep.
All right, Kevin, your dad's here.
Chai Giordano offering some advice to Jason Rosado, who's been struggling a little bit lately. So 0-2 to Rosado. And that's high 1-2. One-two to Jason Rosado. And he takes high 2-2. So Rosado put together a very solid at bat here. Again, as Eli mentioned, Joey Chavasta is now in the bullpen. We'll see if he comes in for the 5th or if they keep David Anderson in. And Rosado grounds one to shortstop. Easy pick for Bellinger. Makes a throw, low throw, but scooped out by Moreski to retire the side. So another 1-2-3 inning for Anthony Pizzuti.
You're good.
Back for the top of the fifth here. Gales-
David Anderson still up at the pitcher's mound. There is no change yet. Joey Chavasta still warming up. We'll see if he comes in throughout this inning, if not for the top of the sixth. As we did notice last game, which was yesterday at Cranford, Blaze Conti started throughout the game. And in the sixth is when Arana came in for St. Mary's. They did lose that game 3-1, but had plenty of chances there as there is a ball in the strike
Yep.
for an 0-1 count.
Nothing at 1 to, let's see, who is this? This is Cantor. Brian Cantor, the catcher. And that's lined up the middle.
Almost caught by
Rosado
Anderson.
has it. Quick throw, and just in time for the first out. Nice play by Jason Rosado. Well, even if Rosado's been struggling a little bit offensively, he's been offering great defense, so. Sean Bellinger, so back to the top of the order. That was a Frangipane who I'm sorry, not who I said it was. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Bellinger is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second and he's grounded out to both middle infielders in this game. 0-2 from David Anderson. And the curveball in the dirt. David Anderson struck out 3 so far. Make it 4 as he gets Bellinger looking at the fastball. And Bellinger is now 0 for 3. 2 outs here in the fifth. Well, David has certainly pitched a brilliant game today for the Gales, but they have got to get some offense going. No runs
No
through the
runs
first
scored,
4.
but the fifth and sixth are their comeback periods, and they'll do good there.
The
to,
Gales will have
get the runs back in.
6, 7, and 8 in the lineup for the bottom of the fifth. That's Herrera, Arana, who came in for Higgins, and then DeGeneiro. So we'll see what happens. First trying to get through the fifth, though. And David has a 1-1 count now as he fires. So Ron Tretto has flied out to center and reached on an error by the third baseman Higgins. 0 for 2. That's a ball, 2-1. Most of the impact today from Lyndhurst lineup has come from the bottom of the order.
And we have currently no update on JV. As soon as we do, we'll bring it to you guys on the air for St. Mary's and Lyndhurst.
The top 5 hitters combined are just 2. Top 5 hitters combined are just 2 for 10 in this game, and that's 3-1. Is Francesca at that game?
I don't think so.
Yep. So we're hopefully have an update for JV soon, as the wind starts to blow in here. We're not going to mention something that happened before the game.
What happened?
That's grounded to short. Giordano has it. Side retired. Another terrific inning for David Anderson. Still remains 1-0 going to the bottom of the fifth. Back for the bottom of the fifth. Gales trail this game 1-0 in a surprisingly quiet day for their offense. In fact, it's been a quiet last 48 hours for the Gales offense. They've scored just 2 runs now in their last. They now just scored 2 runs in their last 12 innings. Hoping to change that here in the fifth with Jacob Herrera, who scores the bunt, drops down, and will go foul into the Gales dugout.
And they caught it.
And a nice snag. I think that's. I'm not sure. I think that's
21.
21.
Proper-
Urquhart. Yeah.
Some,
Not sure.
well, let's open it.
Nice snag though. No, it's Urquhart. I know it is.
Okay, you're right.
Yep.
Oh, you were right.
Curveball for a strike, and it's 0-2. So, Anthony Pizzuti again. Anthony's also plays basketball for Lyndhurst. Put up 50 points in a game this past season. That's foul back, and it's still 0-2. Yes, again, we know this kid's pretty special. This is not just like a fluke performance. Gales still trying to get it going offensively. They have just 3 hits in this game. 2 of those 3 have been from Tyler Giordano. This hitter, Jacob Herrera, has the other 1 for 1. And he golfs one foul down the right side, and that'll go out of play. And let's see if one of the looks like one of the spectators is going to go after that one. So Jacob stays live in the at-bat. Jacob's been playing really well over these last couple of weeks. He's been kind of playing a lot of different positions. He's played mostly first, but he's also DH. He's played both left and center field, and he's also pitched. So he's been a busy week for him, and he takes up high 1-2.
I stand corrected.
53,
53.
according to Coach Gascione over here. Yep. Well, and that's hit down the right field line. That should be playable for the right fielder, and he made the catch. Nice grab by Tredo for the second out.
He
Yep.
went
Looks like he
diving
crashed
into the
wall,
fence.
but so that's the first out, and that'll bring up Xavier Rano,
He looks
who's
to be
gonna hit
okay,
for
though, so
Bradley
that's
Higgins.
But the coaches are going to talk to him because that was a huge hit there.
Yeah,
They might take him out for a little break as that was a diving hit to the fence.
Went full speed into that wall.
He made the out, though. I mean,
Sure did.
great catch. But hope he's all right. Let's see. All the coaches for both St. Mary's and Lyndhurst are there, and the umpire. Hope he's all right.
Yep.
Big hit right into the fence.
Where is he standing up?
He is standing up. He is currently
So
right
the
off
whole
the first base to the
the
right-hand
whole
side.
infield.
They might get somebody else to replace him on the right.
We'll see if we get a replacement. They're just gonna check on him. A lot. We see. Looks like Coach.
It looks like they're getting water for him, so
Yep.
there might be
or ice or something. I'm not. Again, this is
We
Ron
never had a
Tredo,
full
who made the
speed into
catch.
the wall before, so
Well, made a great effort and was rewarded with making a great catch.
yeah.
So we
let's just hope he's all right, though.
Hope he's all right. We're not. Again, looks like I think he's gonna be fine. I think they're.
He should be fine. He might get pulled out. We'll see.
We'll see if they take him out for precaution or they might leave him in for defense, and then when he comes up to bat, well, he actually ended the last inning, so you might just keep him in there for defense and then maybe pinch in for him, but we'll just see. So we do have a brief pause here. Do you want to go to break?
Yeah, we'll go to break. We'll be right back.
We'll take a short break. Xavier Ron will be up when we come back. All right, let's go
He's
back.
gonna stay in, and it was.
Yep.
He seems to be all right. That's always.
As
what
Ron Tredo
matters.
ran full speed into that
Staying
right
in.
field wall, made a brilliant catch, and after a couple minutes of pause, he is ready to. He is going to stay in as we get a pinch hitter here for Brad Higgins as Xavier Rana, who came in to the game left field. Jacob Herrera was moved over to third. X pitched in yesterday's game in that 3-1 loss to Cranford. X swing a hot back, and he squares the bunt, and he bunts it foul, nothing in
Foul.
one. Interesting approach here. We're seeing a lot of these Gales bunt.
A lot of bunting attempts, and I was shocked because there's nobody really on base. You got one out already, and you're down by 1 run in the bottom of the 5th already, entering the 6th, which it's actually surprisingly very fast today.
Yep.
Which usually it's a lot longer. Knocking on wood, it stays like that because Very happy.
That's a
with that.
strike, and it's 0-2. Well, the Gales very, very quiet offensively. They have just 3 hits in this game. They had a
Ross is
quiet
coming
game.
back from the bullpen, so he might be starting the 6th.
Joey spent a while. Joey did spend. He spent a very long time down there in the bullpen. As Arana strikes out for the second out. Third out.
Second out.
The entire infield I think thought there were 3 outs, and the pitcher Pizzuto
I
had
guess
to.
because of the break in right.
I don't know, but that was
It's
quite.
That's a large hit. I hope I got it in time to replay it.
So
later.
Matt, it'll be up to
But-
Matt DeGennaro to keep the inning alive, and he takes high, ball 1.
Might be who's up next after him. It would be
Jose
Victorino.
Victorio.
Victoria.
Yes.
Victoria, not Victorino.
Yeah.
All right. Keeping this
That's a
inning
ball,
alive.
2-0. Of course, DeGennaro.
Joey's
king
still
of the
warming up.
infield.
He still has like one of those like.
Yeah, one of the
Jiggy,
like
jiggy.
batons, whatever. Well, we've seen Joey do this in a lot of games, but he's really ramping up here. I think they might come in. David's pitched 5 brilliant innings. We'll see if David stays in or if they're gonna put Joey in. And now, X is warming up Joe. I think they're gonna bring him in, but we'll just have to see. DeGennaro
Yeah,
swings
that's
and misses. Gale's just trying to get anything going offensively right now. They have just 3 hits, all of them singles.
And they need everything at this point. I mean, you're entering the top of the 6th, and
And
you're
there's
not
strike 3
possibly
called, and
winning.
that retires the side. 5 scoreless innings for Anthony Pizzuti. We'll be back for the top of the 6th, as it looks like Joey Travasta might be coming in. Top of the 6th here. Gales and Golden Bears. David Anderson back out there. He's pitched absolutely fantastic. He gave a 1 run in the 3rd, but he has had no support offensively. Gales still are still trailing 1-0, as Anthony Pizzuti has been absolutely fantastic, giving up just 3 hits. He has struck out 5. And that's lined up the middle, and it'll drop for a base hit. So Victorio has to play it on a hub, and it's a leadoff single for Michael Rizzo. 2nd straight hit for Mike. So leadoff base runner here for the Golden Bears. And that'll bring up Bill Moreski, who drove in the first run of this game with an RBI single.
And as Jack mentioned, Joey Travasta is fully warmed up, so he could be coming in any minute now. If there was another base hit possibly given up, if not, a lot of balls instead of strikes.
Yep. And a bunt attempt by Moreski. He gets it down. Watson's only play will be to first and makes the play for the first out. As down to second base goes Rizzo. So it's so the bunt is successful by Moreski. That'll bring up Anthony Pizzuti, the pitcher, who's pitched 5 brilliant innings here, giving up no runs. He struck out 5, has not walked a batter. In fact, I believe there's only been 1 walk in this game for either side. It came from Xavier Mealy's of Lyndhurst back in the 2nd. And it's in the dirt, ball 1. Nice scoop by Watson to prevent the runner from advancing.
Second, trying to think about possibly going to 3rd. They're going to watch out because that'll be a huge pick of attempt. And now in really deep scoring position. And remember, Blaze is at first today, not 3rd. And he usually has the arm to make those double plays, as we noticed in the past few games, especially that North Arlington game.
Yeah. Well, there's no double play chance here with the runner at 2nd, unless it's there's a curveball that David really has. That curveball is really, really working for him today. again, a lot of things have been working for him, but I mean, unfortunately though, it's still 1-0, as the pitcher from Lyndhurst has matched him, and he's up at the plate now, trying to help himself in the dirt. Nice stop by Watson as Pizzuti actually tells the runner to stay. As coach tells X to get back. And that's a ball, 3-1. Looks like David's being a little careful here with Pizzuti.
I think he's just trying to be careful because he just wants to stay in and knock it out. There's a meet there for Giordano and Watson, but not yet Nigel for the pitching change with Shavasa.
And yep, Giordano, Watson, yep.
So he could be possibly going in the 7th, but that would really affect the Gills because then we do have to go to the bottom of the 7th because you know the rules.
We have not seen a mound fit. We have not seen any coaches come out for either team because it just hasn't been necessary. These two pitchers, again, it's been a pitching duel here, not something you see often. It's always special. It's always special to see, you know, pitchers duels.
And as you mentioned on top of the broadcast, the Stony Brook game on Sunday did not count towards the regular standings at William Patterson. Final score of that game 10-3. You can still watch it, of course, on any of the 3 channels: Search Sports, Basketball Zone Channel, or Sharkboard Productions.
And he walked them. So a walk to Pizzuti. We'll put runners on first and second with nobody out for the DH Mealy's. So Lyndhurst a couple runners on.
No movement from Nigel yet. I don't think he'll be in quite yet.
I think he's gonna give him one more batter. So now the ideal.
Give him one more chance with 1 out.
So now ideally, Gales will look for a double play here. We'll keep third field back at double play depth. In fact, I believe there's only been one chance. There's only been, I believe, 2 chances combined in this game with a runner in scoring position. Both have come from Lyndhurst, second and third innings, and they have their third one here. Gales have not had a runner in scoring position in this game. Of course, Tyler Giordano tried to steal second base before, but ended up being caught, and there's a strike, 0-1. Good pitch there by Anderson. I probably think this would be his last inning, but again, we'll see. Obviously, Gales are just trying to get some runs.
Last batter if he loads the bases.
With the way the Gales have been hitting here, if Lyndhurst can get a run here, it's only 2-0, but it'll feel like it's 10-0 though with the way this game has been.
The way this has been lately.
And a snap throw by Watson, and he got him.
Got him in time. Great play there.
Kyle Watson throws behind. Mike Rizzo there at second. That's just awareness there.
2
and
outs,
that's the second
and
out.
Incredible work by Watson. That was an incredible play, and
yeah,
great pickoff at time.
Well, he has that kid has a shoot for an arm. We saw him throw out a runner on Sunday at Stony Brook. That is
why he remains in as a catcher.
That was just.
Has been no change.
There goes the runner. Watson has a chance again, and that time throws it behind. Oh, that would have been. Now what happened? Did he strike out? Oh, he struck out. Okay, so the throw didn't even matter. All right, I didn't even notice that.
All right, we'll be back for the top of the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back.
All right.
The fast-paced game is moving on as we are entering the bottom of the 6th with 1-0 as your score. The Lyndhurst Bears have a 1-0 lead right now as Jose Victorio, number 6, is up at now. And might have been one of the fastest game all year. And guess what, Jack? It's not raining and it's not too cold.
Yeah.
And this has been the fastest game. When it's cold and when about to rain, it's the slowest games ever. I don't understand.
There's a strike, 0-1. Looked like maybe that was a bit of a wide one there. Jose trying to set the table for the top of the order. 9-1-2 for the Gales in this inning. Victorio, Giordano, and Watson. Ty has 2 of the Gales' 3 hits in this game. And he foul tips 1, 0-2. Gales trying to rally here in the 6th.
They need everything to possibly work in this moment here.
That's down, 1-2. Good take by Victorio. Again, top of the lineup is coming up in just a second. We'll see if Chavasta comes in for the 7th. I'm not sure if David, I think, has a bit of a high pitch count, so I think they might bring Joey in, but we'll just have to see.
If he closed out the game,
That's
it wouldn't be the first time, but it was pretty good.
Oh,
Wow.
they appealed to the first base umpire. Victorio goes around for
Whoa.
strike 3. So Pizzuto has another strikeout. That's number 6 for him in this game. And that's the first out in the 6th.
And now bring
That's
up
how 8 straight batters set down by Pizzuti, and now the back to the top line for Ty, the leadoff guy.
Ty, the leadoff guy. This is his time. This is his moment. A home run would be great. He's hit it before with Dwight Engel last week with off to left. He can do it again, and we need everything here.
Ty, I don't think he's focused on hitting a home run here. I think he's just focused on maybe getting a double, just trying to set the table for his lineup. I think he trusts the hitters below him. That's line
Whoa.
for a base hit, and Giordano is
Great
3 for
job.
3. Wow, Giordano gets on. You have to think now. I'm already thinking stolen base here. Gales have not
You
had.
need stolen bases, and you got to be careful of the outs because you have one out already. Then
So Kyle Watson will come
the
up.
way everybody's been, they're looking like, hey, this is a chance for stolen bases, stolen everything.
So Giordano at first. We'll see if he goes. Great base stealer. Gales have not had a chance. Watson showing bunt and lays back. Catcher thought about throwing behind Giordano. We saw Watson do that in the last inning, and it's a 1-0 count. Interesting to see Watson bunting there, because again, you do have Blaze Conti out. We'll see if they keep the bunt on. Now he swings away and he hits one deep down the left field line, and that's gonna be caught in the left field corner
Good chance there.
by Fran Jafane for the second out. So Watson gave one a good ride to left, but ends up flying out. So after squaring to bunt, he ends up flying out for the second out. That'll bring up
we
Blaze
have an
Conti.
update. The JV lost. Our sources did not want to tell us the score because it was that bad. So so the JV lose that game against Lyndhurst. They're 0-2 in the season against them, and the Gales are trying to
Blaze fouls one back.
win the
Now they're
series here
one.
against Lyndhurst.
I feel like we're gonna see
To break that
Ty
curse,
try to steal one here.
we may see Lyndhurst, St. Mary's JV team back before this game ends, but we'll have to see. Obviously,
I don't see them taking. I don't see them taking Pizzuti out of the game. I don't see them taking out Pizzuti at this point. That's line into center field. A
That's
base hit
good.
for Conti.
Base hit.
Giordano to
Perfect.
second, and he'll pull in there. So the Gales have their chance. The first time in this game they have a.
All right.
They have
Now,
a
as
runner in
long as
scoring
if they
position
keep
for
it up,
Josh
they're fine.
Moreno.
If they keep it up and they get this 2 runs in, they'll be great. I mean, here's Marino. He's a guy that he has hit a home run at Weehawken from what I'm hearing. So the possibilities, are endless here. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, a base hit or a home run could do it. Not a pop-up. I don't want those pop-ups. 'cause
Well,
be
this is the
upsetting,
first time
especially with
all
these,
game the Gales have a chance with a runner in
series.
scoring position. And Josh takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Good take there by Josh. I'm surprised we didn't see a mound visit here. I thought this would have been a good time for either the catcher or the shortstop to come
I
in.
guess because maybe I remember St. Mary's hasn't had one mound visit yet with their coach, so I think they're just trying to just lay it off, just let this inning go by.
And
if luck
Josh
comes
takes
in-
one the other way, but it's right at the
Ah.
left fielder, and that's going to end the inning.
and that retires aside. We'll be back for the top of the third. We'll see if
Seventh.
seventh. Yeah.
Up, Joey's coming in.
Joey's Javasa's coming in. We'll be back.
start. Joey Chavasta takes the mound for the Gales here in the top of the 7th. Gales have still not scored any runs. They trail this game 1-0. I would assume. I don't think it would be justified for Lyndhurst to take Anthony Pizzuti out of the game, who has pitched 6 brilliant innings. And
Actually, they might because there's no, never mind. Never mind.
no.
I'm
Trust
wrong.
me, Eli. They're not taking him out. Well, let's see if Joey Chavasta can keep
Actually,
this
my bad.
Let's see if Joey Chavasta can keep this a 1-run game. And that's lined into left or right to Rosado for the first out. So
It's Conti.
they move. Okay, so Conti's at second.
No. Conti, throw to Conti. For the out.
No, Rosado.
Okay, my fault.
All right, you're good. You're good. Sorry, we had some. What number was that? Nowinski. All right.
So at least we got the first out of the inning. The Gills cannot afford to give up a run here.
No.
And it'll be great for a walk-off win here. But they'll need 2. 1 to go to the extra innings. And at this point, they could afford going to extra innings just because of the amount of... it's an early game.
The Gales.
And an early ending possible.
Now the only way the Gales can win this is a walk-off win, but
Yeah.
we'll have to see what happens. Joey Chavasta. Well, we got to get through this inning first.
Joey
Joey
got
still
the
needs
first
2
out
outs to
already.
get,
So let's see what he can do here.
and a foul
foul.
ball. Again, the Gales will have 5, 6, and 7 in the bottom of the 7th. That's Jason Rosado, Jacob Herrera, and Xavier Arana. We'll see if there's any pinch hitters or if they trust those 3. Again, Jacob has been really hot lately. X as well, and that's a ball from Joey Chavasta. Joey pitched last Friday, started last Friday at North Arlington, gave up 4 runs, 2 of them earned in 3. Ended up winning that game as Gales put together an offensive performance, far cry from what's gone on today. That's line.
It goes
Chavasta-
over Joey's glove.
He nearly caught that one, and that's a base hit. So a base runner here for Lyndhurst here in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Frangipane. So let me fix this real quick.
Just think Sean Bellinger might come in and close it out
Mhm.
possibly.
Who?
Sean. 7.
Sean Bellinger. Okay. I don't see him warming up, so
No, yeah. That's what Anthony said. He's usually the closeout guy. So
I don't think they're not taking. I don't think they're taking Pizzuti out. He's pitched phenomenal. Well, Joey Chavasta has given up a 1-out single back to the top of the. Well, he can't warm up now because he's at the plate. So
let's see. Put somebody else in.
no, they're not. No. Trust Eli. Trust me on this one. They are not taking him out. That's a bunt try. Chavasta off the mound. He can't get it, and Herrera will have to get it and makes a throw for the second out. Yep, he got him.
2 outs, but the runner advances to second. No runs in yet. Let's hope it stays like that. Let's end the inning. Let's get that walk off.
Well, here
win.
comes the player who ran into the right field wall a couple innings ago, Ron Tredo. He's gonna try. Well, this is a huge run here at second for the Gales and for Lyndhurst. Whoever you want to say. Again, it's huge for everybody here, but yeah. So we'll just have to see what happens. Again, beautiful. We haven't really had a lot of time because this game has been quick. And now the umpire is going to go for a visit with the coach. Are we going to get a... All right, there's some issue here. All right. Are we ready?
Should have been resolved.
Yeah. All right, we're ready. Joey Chavasta doing some stretches, trying to get back to the mound.
And of course, Joey's like is a very independent guy for this game of baseball in this varsity team. He does a lot of stretches on his own, a lot of walks and runs on his own, and not like when he's obviously not pitching or playing. And he does a fantastic job all season long, like just doing everything that he could. So, great job by him, and we wish him, of course, the best of luck throughout his.
Yep.
senior career.
So
we'll see him for the next 3 years.
Yep.
Possibly even more.
well, 2 for us.
Well, 2 for
Yes.
Jack, let's not move along with that.
Yeah, okay. So there's a strike. Again, this is a huge insurance run here. Joey does not want to give this up, neither do the Gales. They need to keep this a 1-run game. If they want, if they want to, I mean, again, they right now they have a low chance of winning just because of how good Pizzuti is. That's foul.
Huge foul ball there.
Again, the Gales will have 5, 6, and 7 in the bottom of 7th. That's Rosado, Herrera, and Arana. Unless we have pinch hitters, just really, really big. Gales, they gotta be getting ready, for this bottom of 7th. They want to avoid a 1-0. Well, we'll have to see. And a swing and a miss, and Shavasta pumps his fist as he strikes out Bellinger, and it's still 1-0 going to the last inning, bottom of the 7th. I will start.
Okay.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Gales here. Still, they've been trailing this game 1-0 for the majority of this game. All right, Gales trying to finish, trying to tie the game here against Anthony Pizzuti, who has been impeccable through the first 6 innings. Gales have just 4 hits in this game, and Jason hits one down the left field line. That's deep, heading back
That's
toward
foul.
the corner. It's gonna go foul. Well, Jason gave
Great
that one a
chance,
ride.
though, but there was foul. Oh.
Yep. Gales have just 4 hits in this game. 3 of them have come from Tyler Giordano, Ty the leadoff guy.
The win could be an issue, as
Yep, win could be an issue.
fans have been saying next to us.
Jason swings and misses. Big swing, and it's 0-2. So a quick hole here for Rosado.
What happened, Coach?
No comment. We'll be back later.
All right.
Look at that.
Jason lines one the other way, and he's got a base hit to start the inning.
no.
Well, that's
He made
exactly
a-
what the Gales needed to start this inning. Jason Rosado breaks his slump with an opposite field single. Gales have a chance now here in the 7th with Jacob Herrera coming up.
Wait, no out, no out. Sorry, no outs.
Yep.
Right, only 1 out. No outs?
Well, that's a terrific. Yep, that's a terrific
outs?
at bat
Okay.
from Rosado. Jason needed that. He's at first now with 1 out for good bat here in Jacob Herrera. The gap. There's a wide open gap. If Jacob goes that way to right center, here we go.
The words you just heard was from David D'Alessandro, the JV head coach,
They have
who said no
arrived.
comment.
And Jacob
Oh,
hits one
that's
in
a
the air
foul.
in deep left
That's
field.
high.
That's deep, going back at the wall, and it's up against the wall.
That's a triple.
Rosado to third. He's gonna be waved around. Oh no, he's gonna be held. Nope, he's held.
That's
It's
a great
double
play.
for Jacob Herrera, and the
Wow,
Gales now
what a
have the
play.
winning runs in scoring position with nobody out.
This is it, Jack. They got a runner at second and third, no outs. This is the opportunity. This is their moment. This is their incredible walk-off win.
All right, well,
If that happens.
slow down there a bit.
Macchio.
Well, the Gales are in the position they need. They've got runners at second
This
and
is it,
third. Nobody.
Jack.
Here comes the mound visit. Yep. All right, this is a good visit here. Runners second and third. Nobody out. Again, we'll have to see. Gales
Right.
have struggled all game. They've had no. The Gales have had, I believe, 1 chance before this inning. 1 chance with runners in scoring position.
This might be the most exciting game all season.
Let's slow down a little bit. We still have to get the tie. They still lead. We have to get the tying run in. Xavier Arana is going to be the batter. Undoubtedly, Lyndhurst are going to bring their infield in here with the tying run. Again, a fly.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 25, Xavier Arana.
Can Xavier Arana bring in the runs here?
Watch out the box.
So runners at second and third. Rosado, the leadoff single at third. Jacob Herrera with a long double at second. Almost hit the walk-off home run. That would have been epic.
Oh, man.
But it's up to Xavier Arana now. Just needs a fly ball here to get in this tying run. And X flies one out to right center field. That should get the run in.
What is he doing?
Makes the catch. Rosado tags at third and coming home, and he will score, and the Gales
There's
have tied
it.
the game.
1-1
Xavier
scores.
Rana gets the job done with a sacrifice fly. Over to third base goes Herrera, and the Gales have a winning run at third with less than 2 out.
Holy cow. That is incredible. They have 1 out now and a runner at third. It just takes 1 hit to call this game.
Well, the Gales.
They're in it. They got
Well,
it.
Coach Nigel's pre-7th game speech teamwork. The Gales now have their chance
This is
here.
incredible.
It's going to be up to Matthew DeGennaro, the king of infield hits. But, of course, they're going to bring their infield in now. The winning run in at third, 1 out. Gales had no offense for this whole game. Well, Xavier Rana did exactly what he needed to there. Exactly what he needed to. DeGennaro takes a ball, 1-0.
Oh, man.
This
The
is
Gales bench is pumped up and crazy right now. This could be it. If any kind of hit could win this game.
and DeGennaro tries to
bunts it,
bunt.
but that's a
tries
foul.
the safety squeeze bunt, which was going to try to bring. I think if he kept that fair, that might have brought.
Nigel
the
was ready. He was waiting.
JV is out of their bench. They are gonna.
They're ready to just start
They want to
partying.
win this a win here.
If they get it, of course.
This would undoubtedly be the Gales' signature win of the year if they could get it here. I mean, yeah, they were down 1-0. They've been down 1-0 since the third inning. A fly ball here might be, and Pizzuto's going to step off. Well, I want to give credit to X.
I don't know who
you
feels
know,
more nervous.
I want to give credit to
Yes.
to X. You know, for getting that run in from third, did exactly what he needed to. DeGennaro tries to
bunts
bunt.
it.
Jacob Herrera's going to come home.
And the run
He'll score,
scores!
and the Gales
It's
win
over!
the game. Matthew DeGennaro with the safety squeeze bunt brings in the winning run, and the Gales walk it off. It's win this game
Holy
2-1. Well, this is one of those wins. We're definitely gonna get Coach Nigel. We got to get Coach Nigel. Well,
We're getting an interview for sure.
that's one of the that's what you call a signature win.
Cow. All right, so who do you want?
Safety squeeze.
Nigel, David Ty, and Javasta.
No, not four.
Nigel, David, and Javasta.
If we can do that, yeah.
So Nigel, David, Javasta.
Yeah. Well, how about, again, what a win here for the Gales today. Trail this game.
Is Matt Deej better than prime Derek Jeter? I don't know.
All right, well, everybody loves it here at St. Mary's. This is just as a signature win for the Gales. Honestly, nothing like it, you know. So again, we're gonna try to get an interview here. This again, a signature win here for the Gales. 2-1 the final. They improved to 13-6 on the year. Lyndhurst trailed this. I mean, you got to feel for Anthony Pizzuti here. I mean, this kid pitched phenomenal through 6 innings. The Gales, though, a sacrifice fly from Xavier Rana, a bunt. Matthew DeGennaro with the bunt, with a safety squeeze bunt, brings in the winning run. Again, is a final here, 2-1 Gales. We're gonna try to get an interview. They're heading out to do their discussion right now. Yep. All right, I'm gonna finish this.
Tyler, David, and Nigel.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so.
We're gonna talk. Keep talking.
Yep.
Keep
Yep.
Go in front of the camera if you want.
Yep.
Oh, wait, just be careful. Actually, no. Stay here. Stay here.
Yep.
Point it to them if you like. And you better just keep on the eye. Move the camera down.
This is what, again, as I said, this is what you call a signature win. Again, Anthony Pizzuti, you got to give credit to him. What a game he pitched. 6 score, got through the first 6. You know, just a great win here for the Gales. Again, Jason Rosado led off the game with an opposite field single. Jacob Herrera nearly hit one out to left. Came up just short, and then X got the runner in from third with a sacrifice fly to center. Then Matt DeGennaro with a safety squeeze bunt. Well, we mentioned it, the king of infield hits. as the Gills come through on this one. Again, stay back. We're going to try to get an interview. We're going to try to – our plan is to do Coach, David, and Ty. But stay back. They're going to talk for a minute. Coach Gash and Luke moving after standing here worked, and so did the JV team coming back after their loss. I mean, what a great performance from Anthony Pizzuti. And we're going to get the interview. Again, so they're going to do their last huddle. We are going to get ready for what should be a special interview. Again, what a great win here for the Guild. So again, we're gonna hopefully get an interview. We definitely should be able to. Okay, we're gonna try to do Coach, Ty, and yep, we're gonna get it. Yep. All right. So we are gonna get the interview here. What a win today for the Gales.
Here, Jack. Watch the mic. Hold on.
Yep.
Pass it over. Pass one more time. Move in, Jack. Back up. You'll be next to Tyler. Go next to, move out of Tyler's view.
Oh.
The Riz!
Oh my.
Get closer to the Riz.
All right.
He's nervous.
No. I'm good. Let me know when I'm.
Jack, and then the rest of you are fine. All right, go ahead.
All right, I got the whole crew for this one. What a win. Coach, I'll start with you. What was that conversation like going into the bottom seventh? You were trying to motivate the team throughout the whole game. You finally broke through in the seventh. What was that conversation like going into the bottom of the seventh?
The motivation started in the locker room at 2:30 today. That's when the motivation started. We had a plan. We wanted the bottom half of our lineup to be tough, find ways to get on base, pass the torch, get it back to the top. All game it didn't really work, so it was a little bit frustrating. But in the last inning, 5 through 9, and that's who did it. Jason came through big. Jacob with a big hit, exited this thing. And Matty Nice got another little squeeze for the win. Pretty cool experience.
Matt, the safety squeeze to bring in the winning run in the seventh. What was going through your mind during that at-bat?
Coach gave me the sign. I just knew I had to get it down. Sorry, my voice a little shot. But I just knew I had to get it down. I got it down. X scored, and that was it. And then we won the game like that.
David, 6 brilliant innings from you today. I want to talk about your pickoff move. You've seemed to be really working on that. That's the second time now in the last 2 games that you've picked off a runner from first. How hard have you been working on that move, and how do you feel like it helps you when you pitch?
I practiced it a lot and, practiced working on it and just the timing, trying to get the runner on that second step. That's all.
Ty, 3 for 3 today, another great day. You told me about your struggles last week. Now you're Conference Player of the Week. I don't know if you knew that, but I want to ask you, what adjustments have you made that have allowed you to break out? And has playing shortstop every day allowed you to helped you, elevate offensively?
Yeah, I feel like it's taken my mind off of trying to keep the pitcher involved, and now it's more of everybody else behind me. And at the plate, I'm just seeing it well. I'm trying to drive the ball to right field, then it's keeping me in the zone longer.
Any questions, Eli?
Nope. Good job, guys.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Tomorrow.
Appreciate it, guys. Great win. Great job, guys.
Yeah, and as Coach Nigel just mentioned, join us tomorrow. I'll go into the shot. Why not? It's a walk-off win. Join us tomorrow, as we mentioned earlier, for St. Mary's versus Dwight Englewood. It's the county game. If they win, they'll play St. Joseph's on Saturday in Ramsey. And Ryan Truberg, the basketball player, saying hi for the backside.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
we're gonna get
that's
to
going to do it here
Yeah, we'll
from
do it for us,
Rutherford.
yeah.
From
Exciting
Elijah
day.
Weintraub, I'm Jack Rizzo. We'll see you tomorrow for the start of counties versus Dwight
Dwight
Englewood.
Englewood.
So long, friends.